What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Korrupted Judge, and welcome back to Helltaker the Second Circle. The game where... I normally have something for this, hang on. The game that gives me lore that is not related to the original game, but is somehow extremely still fun. So in the last video, it wasn't necessarily a date, but instead, the four lores first meeting is what I believe that I titled it. And I gotta say, that was actually really interesting. I got to meet, supposedly, the four new lords. I found out who Abby is and all that. So, basically... we're here just after looking through the meeting area and all that, so we're just going to go straight into it. We're going to see what day comes up first, because I don't know what order these are going to come in now. All because the Beelzebub date is like up in the air right now. I have no idea when it's going to show up. So, from right here in the start, I don't know. When you guys are watching this, you guys will have known because of the title. But, let's kick it a nickel. The following day, as you head to the kitchen to start the day off with a fresh pot of coffee, you are surprised to find you're not alone. Justice and Modius are already awake and are sitting at the kitchen table chatting. They stop as you walk in, grinning at your presence. Something's not right here. Good morning, sleepyhead. Feeling tired today, Chief? What are you two talking about at 7 a.m.? Oh my god. I'm surprised they wake up that early. They don't have responsibilities. Yeah, and? Everyone else is already up. You're the one who slept in this time. Wait, so everyone is already up. We woke up at 7. So what? They wake up at like 5? What gives? What's the occasion? You're kidding. Afraid not. What about Pandemonica? Oh, I'm willing to bet she's up. She drags Adrada to the store to restock the fridge and pantry. Oh no. Well, if we have to end up going to catch up with them before a date, I'm gonna guess we're gonna see Abby over there at the cash register. But I don't know why she took Zadrada. Oh, wait. Is this really a question I had to ask? Why did she take Zadrada? Why did I ask that after Pandemonica's had her coffee, because I'm pretty sure she had her coffee before she left, why did I ask why the sadistic demon took the one demon that's a masochist along with her? Zadrada went? Yeah, even he's surprised. Oh, God, he didn't put 2 and 2 together. She needed a new pot for her cactus. Oh. Wait, she still has that cactus? Wait, hang on. I'm trying to remember. It was the Zadrada date, because that was the one where we got it. We went to the Zadrada date. Zadrada wanted the cactus. We told her she has to take care of it, so she decided not to. Then the place burned down, and we went home. We found out that she took it out of her shirt, even though it probably killed her. Gave it to Melina. Melina threw it out, so... she got the cactus back, and oh, so none of these put together properly. Then this timeline is messed up because the second date didn't take place until weeks after all the first dates, like maybe 2-3 weeks. So, and if Melina threw out the pot that day, does that mean Zadrada's been holding on to a cactus without a pot for the past 3 weeks? Or is 133 not sure what their timeline is, and this is like a day after that happened? I need to remember that. All these dates that I do, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're happening one after another. That I need to realize. All of these could be happening at different points in time. I guess. I don't know. It's really hard to put together, considering it's a fan game and everything, but whatever. Anyways, I gotta stop talking. We gotta try and get to the dates. I suppose that makes sense. Okay, I guess Taker knows about the cactus. We didn't. And Pandemonica does exert an unusual amount of control over Zadrada. What about her coffee, though? Modius gestures to the sink where the grinder lays among the dishes. Looks like she's taken a liking to that grinder you gave her. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I've seen my analytics. It says that the age range of my viewers, all of you guys, are like 18 to 24 or something like that. I swear, if you guys don't get what I'm laughing at by this sentence, oh my god, y'all have been living in like a rock or something. I don't know. Y'all are probably gonna think it's something different. Y'all can think it's stupid. She was up early and made her own coffee with it. Alright. You can tell the concern with the 3 dots at the end. Well, what about Sybaris? Judgment took her for a walk. Okay, at least Judgment's out and about again. Melina? Azazel and her went to a gaming cafe for research purposes. I want to go. I suspect only Azazel will be doing research. Makes sense. I don't blame him. You're probably right. Surely Lucy's still around. Yeah, we had to lug all that paperwork back over here. Modis and just share a glance. No way, don't tell me she actually went back. We brought all that paper for nothing. Actually, we haven't seen her at all today. Yeah, I put my ear up to her door thinking I'd hear some snoring like usual, but nothing. Okay, at least I know Lucy tends to sleep in. She's just gone? The demons shrug. Don't know what to tell you, Chief. Alright. But I need my answers! I thought the second date would give me the opportunity to get the answers from her from the Cyber's second date. And what about you two? Where are you off to? Bookstore. Okay, the books... Justice can't read. So I'm guessing Modius is gonna go get a lewd novel and then she's gonna read it to Justice. My god, these two have a weird dynamic. My sources tell me that they're getting a new shipment of books in Braille. Oh! I'm an idiot. I'm so inconsiderate. My sources tell me that they're getting a new shipment of books in Braille, so I thought I'd bring Justice along to see if anything struck her fancy. I see. Well, have fun. What do you do, Taker? Oh, don't worry about me. I've got some plans to make. I guess we're going to be planning out the dates then. Plans? Like what? You'll see. You wink in their direction. Suddenly realizing what you mean, the demons blush. Yep, he's planning the dates. Oh. Now that's my guy. We should be going though. Hope the planning goes well. The demons bid farewell and head off to the door, leaving you alone in the house for the first time in months. Left to your own devices, you can only hope that you're living up to Lucy's expectations. Select your character. Game on! And it took us like 8 minutes to get through that. Oh my god, my viewership's gonna go drop. Let me look at the listings. Okay, see if anything's changed. Pandemonica, Modius, Sybaris, Melina, this bitch, Azazel, Justice, Lucy, Judgment. Okay, we got to do this in order, guys. You can't stop thinking about all that Pandemonica told you the other day. Yeah, that little bit of lore drop in regards to Pandemonium and her hearing the voices. That I remember. Her words occupy your thoughts to such a degree that you find yourself going out of your way to do research of the matter. However, after exhausting the local library of all their resources regarding demonology, is that really a thing? I need to go to the library. And earning more than a few concerned looks from librarians there, you turn to the only place deprived enough to have what you're looking for. The internet. Oh no! Alas, even that proves to be unfruitful. Let's be honest. We found something else there on the internet, though. Unsurprisingly, there isn't much in the way of academic papers around the study of actual flesh and brimstone demons. Flesh and brimstone. I want to say that's a joke, but that does raise a question like, do demons actually have bones or do they have brimstone? Also, what's brimstone? Certainly you could turn to Lucy or one of the others living under your roof for some insight, but you're hesitant to air Pandemonica's personal issues out for all to hear. So instead, you seek out the only other person you can think of who, driven by obsessive curiosity, would know just as much about demons as the very denizens of hell itself. Azazel! Hey! You feeling okay? Fortunately, you managed to find her alone in the garden, crouched over the azaleas with her notebook clenched tightly in one hand and plucked flower in the other. Ahem. You come upon her just as she's about to lick one of the... What? Oh my god. Her curiosity is really something else, but at the same time, she's so innocent. Ah! No! Scary Azazel's back! Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be a really long video. Oh, hello, Mr. Taker. I gotta stop moving the camera. I keep hitting my legs on the table. Hey. What are you doing there? See, and there's the innocent look. Oh, this? Just a bit of research. I see. Can I help you with something? Actually, yes. There's something I'd like to ask you about. If you have a minute, of course. It's something personal. Personal? Not about me, it's about Pandemonica, actually. No! Oh dear! She hasn't found my backup research file. Oh no! Oh my god, I'm gonna end up making this date so long because I'm gonna make so many connections now. So if you don't know, Daddy Van Ripper Senpai Sensei makes a lot of Helltaker comics and everything like that. I don't think he's done anything recently. I could be wrong. I haven't checked in a while. But one of his very earlier comics was one where Azazel showed Pandemonica a file of a bunch of pictures of her at the coffee shop, the actual coffee shop that's in this game, with that old man, because that was drawn. So that old man. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear my phone. That old man is somewhat canon, like the physical person, I guess. And with Azazel thinking that's another third personality when she's actually had good coffee, Pandemonica took the file away. When she took it away, saying it was confiscated, Azazel no longer had a research, so odds are she's created new research. Which means this game has a lot of connections to compare to what Daddy Van Ripper Senpai Sensei has actually done. Kudos to you, Team 133, for actually putting a lot of this stuff together. What? No. Wait, what backup research file? What? This isn't me with my coworkers! Ugh, never mind. It's best if I don't know. No, what I wanted to talk to you about is regarding demonology. You see, Pandemonica told me something the other day, and I'm not sure what to do with the information. I tried digging into it on my own in the hopes of understanding the situation better, but I couldn't get far enough. Aha, so naturally you come to me, the leading demonology expert in the universe. Why, I'm flattered, Mr. Taker. I want to say something about her ego, but I feel like she's deserved it. I don't think you're the leading expert, but in the household you are. Though I must admit, it's rather presumptuous of you to assume that an esteemed academic such as myself isn't too busy to help you. As you know, I am rather swamped with work at on my thesis. Yes, your multi-universe purpose thesis. Oh. Well, I don't mean to put too much on your plate. If you're too busy, I can find someone else to help. Wait, no! I mean, well, I would normally be too busy for such a request. You just so happen to have caught me right as I was about to take my lunch break. I'm guessing the flour was her lunch. So, why don't you whip us up a couple of sandwiches and I'll listen to your conundrum, eh? Sigh. Fine, give me a minute. Oh my god, this date's gonna end up being like 30-40 minutes long, and half of it's just gonna be us trying to get to the date. You pop inside the house and return a moment later with a couple of thrown together ham and cheese sandwiches. After handing one to Azazel, you sit down on the grass next to her. If you only put ham and cheese in there, I'm going to be very mad. You got to add a little bit of mayo, otherwise it tastes too dry. I'm sorry to anybody who doesn't like mayo. I like some mayo in my sandwiches. In between bites of your lunch, you launch into a thorough explanation detailing the time you spent with Pandemonica thus far and everything she's revealed to you in your last date. Aside from asking a few clarifying questions here and there, Azazel's shockingly silent up until the tale has come to an end. This is all very interesting indeed. I have a few theories, but before I can get into that, what exactly are you hoping to gain from this, Taker? Answers, I suppose. And what will you do with those answers? Well, I just want to help. Maybe it isn't my place to intervene, but I also know that I can't just sit by and watch her suffer. That's really admirable of you, Mr. Taker. I'm sure that, even if you fail to make a difference, she'll appreciate the effort. Okay. I hope so. Now, on to my theories. As it stands, I believe the primary reason for Pandemonica's affliction is thanks to the influence Hell exerts over its denizens. Citizens, denizens. Oh, denizens is what. Oh, okay. I feel stupid, I guess. Demons, denizens. So, denizens, whether they remain within its district boundaries or not. Therefore, it stands to reason that in order to ease her particular malady, you need to lessen Hell's metaphorical grip over her. The easiest way to do this is to distance her from hell. I'm not sending her to heaven. So I just need to bring her somewhere that's as far from hell as possible. But how? Like, okay, in Bible terms, hell is technically in the center of the earth, I guess. So no matter where you go on Earth, you're technically always going to be the same distance away. I don't know. In this game, in this universe, it could be something completely different. It could be like its own interdimension. I don't know. But I'm just going by kind of what I know, more or less. I haven't read the Bible too much. Like a really tall mountain. Yes, that's one way of thinking about it, I suppose. But, okay, tall mountains, okay, I guess, yeah, he does understand the assignment. But I'm afraid it's not quite as simple. Sure, putting physical distance is one way of elevating her plight, but is that really sustainable? I think what you really should focus on is either aesthetic or emotional distance. Either you can make her, immediate surroundings the very, I'm sorry. Either you can make her immediate surroundings the antithesis of hell, or you can replace the lingering feeling of her time in hell with something totally different. In doing so, you may be able to make the voices stop. The antithesis of hell? How am I supposed to establish something like that? I realize this is all far easier said than done, but fear not, I have a couple of ideas that could help you. Based on what you've told me and my knowledge of hell itself, I think you have two avenues with which you can pursue. Firstly, you can bring her somewhere that is opposed to the dark and drab image of hell. Heaven. That, I believe, is much of why her melody is subsided on your walk the other day. The beautiful scenery and the cold brought her away from hell's clutches, giving her peace. Alright. And the second option? Kill her. That one is a little more tricky. I swear, she's going to suggest bringing her to hell. But also, it's likely to prove more effective. Okay, what is it? If you can elicit feeling of joy, contentment, affection, and even love, it is likely you'll be able to permanently ease her disquiet. Oh my god, how am I going to do that? But it is difficult to say if this will succeed since it hinges on her recuperating those feelings. I see. Thank you, Azazel. You've given me a lot to think about. Anytime, Mr. Taker. If there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know. Actually, there is one more thing I think you can do for me. Stop eating the flowers! Of course, what is it? You've got a bathing suit, right? What? Yes. Good. Pack your suit, a towel, and a couple of umbrellas. Meet me by the car in half an... Are we getting a beach episode? What are you planning, Mr. Taker? You'll see. Also find Pandemonica for me and get her to pack her things as well. We're going to take a little trip. With that, you leave Azazel to go into the house and track down Judgment. Oh my god, yes. With her help, you wrangle Sybaris into the kitchen so that the three of you can begin preparing a basket of sandwiches, snacks, and wine. Then you gather your own bathing suit and a couple of beach-related... This is a beach episode! Oh my... Thank you, 133. Thank you! You're giving the community what they want. Beach-related activity items before loading everything up into the car. How are we going to get like 10 people to fit in the car? True to her word, Azazel meets you out front with a very groggy Pandemonica in tow. Oh my god. Look at them all. Oh my god. 133 has officially given fan service. And oh my god, Judgment in a two-piece bathing suit is amazing. Sybaris on her one piece. I love Azazel's white setup, and she's still wearing the necklace. Also, I didn't realize she was that stacked. And I know I don't say a lot of stuff about Pandemonica because she's not necessarily in my top 5. But even Pandemonica looks absolutely amazing. What in the world is going on, Taker? And why are we all standing here in our bathing suits? Well, I really wanted to admire all your beauty. Hop on in and you'll see. I see Melina. I don't think Melina and Zadrada are coming. Pandemonica pauses to glare at you before sliding into the passenger seat. How are we gonna get everybody to fit? Satisfied that no one has gotten hurt yet, you hop behind the wheel. I'm gonna guess something's gonna happen. She does not look happy. I really like the bathing suit. I know it's not like a swirl type thing like that. I know it's not. I can see like the slight different shades of white, but I love the illusion that it gives. The car rumbles to life and you set off. It looks like it's gonna rain out in the game. For the first leg of your journey, Cerberus and Judgment war over territory in the back seat, while Azazel regales you with all sorts of obtuse facts about all the scenery you pass by. Pandemonica is, unsurprisingly, silent as she stares out the window. You cannot tell if she is grumpy, skeptical, or both. Eventually, the squeamishness in the back seat comes to an end, and even Azazel falls into a silence as you draw nearer to your destination. Oh, I have not heard good music in a while, guys. At last, after nearly an hour of driving, you pull into the main road. You pull off the main road onto a narrow street, which brings you closer to the smell of salt air. Oh wait! They can't go near salt. They can't even. We're idiots. Soon you're able to hear the sound of crushing waves and decide that is a good time to park. They can't get near salt though. Like they can't touch it. Why didn't we bring Zadrada? All right, everyone. We've got a bit of a walk still to go. So grab what you can. I promise you won't want to make a return trip. She's still grumpy, but she still look good. Where in the world have you brought us, Taker? Pandemonica, do you mind grabbing the picnic basket for me? I've got my hands a bit full with the towels. Don't dodge the question like that, mortal. Surely you don't think that I'm foolish enough to fall for that. I mean, someone's got to grab the sandwiches. Hey, answer me, Taker. Taker, don't walk away from me. You grab what you can and hurry out of the car. Then, with everyone following close behind, you lead the way onto trek through the sprouse grove of trees and past a wall of high boulders until you feel your feet sink into the sand. Here we are. Woo! This is more of like a group date than anything else. Upon setting their sights on the beach, Cerberus drops everything they were holding, tosses off their sandals, and charges forth to the water. It's salt water though, isn't it? Wait for me, I'm not... Azazel. Oh my... I can't, no, go. Hey, don't just drop everything and run off. Hey, oh no, wait. Daddy Judge like. I can't help it, I love Judgment. Grumbling, Judgment manages to gather everything Cerberus dropped and lug it to the rest of the way. This is... Do you like it? It's... Pandemonica turns to you and meets your gaze. At once, she seems to understand what it is you're really asking. Quiet. It worked! ... I really appreciate this, Taker, but... Listen, if they come back, then so be it. There isn't much we can do about that. But for now, try to put all that into the back of your mind and just enjoy yourself. You reach into the basket, hanging off of Pandemonica's forearm, and pull out a thermos. Here, I packed you some coffee. Now go relax, okay? ... Thank you. Oh my... We did it! We finally made somebody actually happy. You nod and watch Pandemonica walk off to set up the blankets. Then a shout draws your attention to Judgment, chasing Cerberus through the shallow water, running circles around a crouched Azazel. I thought they couldn't touch salt. Is it different for salt water? Come back here, you! quit running like that. You're scaring away the specimens. Why does it look like you were drinking the water, Azazel? Okay, I'm just gonna say, Azazel, you gotta put those away. You're gonna make me act up. Judgment is just about to toss her chains out as the mischievous trio when you whistle for her attention. As she turns to you, you withdraw a disc from the back of your shoulder and toss it to her. She catches it out of the air and returns a thankful wave. With one fluid motion, Judgment hurls the disc down the beach. Cerberus pauses only a moment to watch it, then practically tramples over herself to pursue it. It's hard for me to read and listen to what I'm saying. Odds are I'm going to turn it down during editing, but the waves in my through my headphones is actually kind of loud, and I don't even have this thing on a medium setting. You, meanwhile, go help Pandemonica unpacking everything. I've never been to a beach before, mainly I'm guessing because of salt. Aside from the banks of the river Styx, of course, which isn't necessarily pleasant, we don't have anything like this. But where are all the people? Are your beaches always this bare? No, they aren't. Technically speaking, this isn't really a public beach. It belongs to some heiress and her boyfriend. Their house is a little ways inland. But they almost never come down here. Supposedly he really doesn't like the sand or for whatever reason. And a heiress and her boyfriend. I don't know. I can't think of anybody right now. If you guys can figure out who it is, let me know. Anyway, I used to sneak down here when I was younger to get a little bit of beach time to myself. I see. It's peaceful with the added flair of potentially being caught. I like it. You've done well, Taker. So, what do humans tend to do in a place like this? I'm glad you asked. With a grin, you pull off your shirt and toss off your sandals. Then you beckon Pandemonica to follow you as you jog down the water. Where's the picture? I'm gonna be mad if I don't see a picture. Though hesitant at first, the demoness follows you. For a while, you are content to stand where it's shallow and watch the waves crash against your ankles. But soon you take Pandemonica's hand and bring her further into the surf. From the look of her face, you gather that she's not a terribly experienced swimmer, so rather than bring her deep enough into the waves could sweep her away, you settle to sticking to where the water is only as high as your waist. This is surprisingly pleasant. Do you know how to swim, Taker? I do. Could you show me? Sure, here. Let me show you how to float on your back first. I remember having to learn that. It wasn't that hard. Why did that sound like a shit in the toilet? Just as you reach out to Pandemonica closer to you, something lands on the water between you. A familiar disc-shaped object. Oh no. Is that? I think so. Look out, guys! The whole thing went black! Why did that actually get me? Before you can react, Cerberus plows onto the both of you, both on top of you at top speed, knocking you into the water. Somehow you manage to snag Pandemonica under the water and drag her to the surface, cradled in your arms. Hey! Azazel's hair looks white. But, oh my god. Judgment looks amazing. I know this is Pandemonica's date, but oh my god, she looks absolutely stunning. Sorry. It's alright. Like hell it's alright. I could have drowned. Come here, you. Pandemonica squirms out of your grasp and launches herself at Cerberus. The trio scamper off at the surprising pace. And you soon find yourself chasing Pandemonica, who is, in turn, chasing Cerberus. Judgment and Azazel watch the scene unfold with dumbstruck expressions. Pandemonica, wait! I'll strangle them! Your chase brings you out onto the beach for a while before Cerberus wisely realizes that water is the safest place from Pandemonica. They charge to the surf, but Pandemonica follows after them. My god. With a yelp, Cerberus Cerberus tries to splash water onto Pandemonica's face, hoping to make a swift escape while she's blinded, but the sleepy demon is not deterred. Pretty soon a splash fight breaks out. Pandemonica enlists you, Azazel, and Judgment to help her overcome the boundless energy of her foe. Before long, the Splashes fight turns into an all-out splash war, which lasts until the sun begins to set. I'm sorry if I'm speaking louder, guys, or if I'm not focused to you guys. I'm not joking. It's so loud in my headphones that I need to focus on if I can hear myself or not. With daylight waning, you finally call on the battle and head to the beach. The demons all follow suit, collapsing onto their towels with content expressions. You pass out sandwiches and wine to everybody. I'm not a man of wine or champagne. Though you, Pandemonica, and Judgment savor your dinner, Cerberus scarfs down her food so that they can head down to the water and begin making sandcastles. Azazel, too, eats quickly so that she can return to the pools and examine the wildlife. Ooh, more Judgment. My god, I love her. Judgment is content to watch them for a time, but soon she too gave up, grumbling something about how they're doing it all wrong. 2! Yo, we got 2 pictures? Oh god, how am I gonna pick a thumbnail now? God damn. Left alone, you and Pandemonica set your sights on the horizon where the sunset has bathed the sky in a deep shade of red. You know, you feel her scoot closer to you on the blanket and loop her arm around yours. We don't have sunsets in hell. I've certainly heard of them before, but I never imagined that one could be this beautiful. With a sigh, Pandemonica leans her head against her shoulder. Thank you for today, Taker. I've never felt so at peace. I hope that it lasts. Me too. This is everything I've ever wanted. ... I never asked to be what I am, to bear the curse that rests on my shoulders. None of us did. But we make the best with what we've been given. I just wish I could stay here forever. With you. As do I. You look out at the beach. Judgment and Cerberus are working hard to build the most impressive castle. Judgment is winning by a long shot, perhaps because Cerberus has chosen to build hers atop Azazel. Oh yeah, there's her little halo. I didn't notice that. The angel squirms too much to provide a solid foundation. Then, after a while, high tide sweeps in and Cerberus' moat is flooded, knocking her castle over. As she begins to pout, laminating her loss, you realize that it'll be time to head home before long. The thought of leaving this place is a bittersweet one. You aren't certain what'll happen from here on out, but at least you'll have the memories you made here to look back on. Pandemonica looks up at you, seeming to realize that your time here is coming to an end. You meet her gaze, wishing you could read exactly what it is that's on her mind. Is it hope? Content? Melancholy? I don't know what that word is. We must depart, mustn't we? I'm afraid so. Pandemonica nods, and you whistle for Cerberus, Azazel, and Judgment to come help pack everything up. Ah, they're all beautiful. I love... Can I just make this the thumbnail? I have so many options for thumbnails now that I don't know what to pick. Oh, man. And I like how I focus on Judgment even though it's a Pandemonica date. And Azazel, though I'm a degenerate, so you guys know why. Groggily, they stumble back to the beach. As you gather your things, you keep an eye on Pandemonica, hoping to glean something from her expression. Though she avoids looking at you directly, you manage to catch her eye just before you leave, only to be met with a sorrowful smile. Thinking that this means you failed at your endeavor to relieve her of Hell's influence, you hang your head on the way to the car. Behind the wheel... Oh god, it's actually quiet again. Oh my god, I'm starting to understand what Pandemonica means. I've been listening to that for like the past 10 minutes. Behind the wheel once again, you urge the car to life. Pandemonica sits in the passenger seat next to you, and a look of concern etched into her brow. You drive home in silence, save for the soft sound of Cerberus snoring in the back seat. Once you arrive, everyone files out of the car, drops their things in the living room, and heads off to bed with muttered goodnights. Good night, mortal. Good night, you beautiful big titty goth girlfriend wife. Night. Good night, my beautiful demons. Pandemonica lingers behind only a while longer, seemingly unable to articulate exactly what it is on her mind. Taker, Don't worry about it, Pandemonica, at least we had today. But Yes, you're right. Good night. Good night. Wait, was she gonna tell us that it was finally over, like she stopped hearing the voices? Ah, dang. I guess I'll never know, because Taker's too much of an idiot. You let out a breath that you feel as though you've been holding in since this morning. Azazel, please, put a shirt on! I think you might be worse than Lucy right now, like, oh my god, please. Azazel passes you on her way to bed, patting you encouragingly on the back as she goes. Maybe we can try something else another time. Yeah, maybe. Oh my god, that was the longest date, but it was the most rewarding. Holy smokes. We finally got the beach fan service episode that I never thought was going to happen. I got to see Judgment in a bikini. I saw Azazel in one too, and did not realize how good looking she is. Even though I still go for personality, not looks. And Pandemonica, we actually made her happy. Like I said, I don't talk about Pandemonica a lot. I know I don't put her in my top 5. But I'm genuinely happy that we actually gave her some peace, even if it was for only one day. However, I feel like she was going to try and tell us, that it's not over yet. Maybe she finally stopped listening to the voices. I don't know. I don't know if there's a 4th date for Pandemonica, and if there is, maybe we'll do it. I don't know, because I know that for all the other girls, some have 4th dates and some of them don't. And I don't want to do the 4th dates until they're all out. That way I can get them all over with instead of like going back and forth. It's stupid, and I'd rather do it in order. But yeah, that's it, guys. We finally got Pandemonica happy. We've eased her a little bit and everything like that. We finally have a success story, okay? And I gotta tell you, I have a lot of things to think about in regards to making a thumbnail for this. But that's for something that I'll deal with on my own. With that said, guys, I'm the Korrupted Judge, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around.